Christmas and happy holidays, everyone. Because it's Christmas time, I want to make a custom Christmas village to keep me happy all year. So, let's do this. Before we begin, I just want to let you guys know that I actually lost all the footage of me building this place. It was over 30 hours of gameplay that just went down the drain and got completely corrupted. But I'm still going to show you guys what everything is and some of the time lapses of me building and getting all the materials I needed. So, before I did anything, the first thing I made was this wither skeleton farm to get me wither skeleton heads. The reason I made this is because a lot of the decorations like the snowman needed skulls, and this is a good farm to have anyway, so it'll be helpful in the future. The way it works is I just sit up here and wait for the wither skeletons to come through the portal, and down below, when the wither skeletons spawn, they see the iron golem and they end up going in the portal, which basically just transports them here. This is the reason why I have 153 levels, and it works really well. The next thing I did was I found the spot where I wanted to make the village. Then I just completely destroyed all the trees and stuff to make it flat so I could have a clean start. And after that, I wanted to get the main focal point of the village out of the way, so I built a giant Christmas tree in the middle. The pathway that's going to be going throughout the village looks like this, and it's going to be made out of these blocks. So, after I got all the materials, I started to build the pathways that spread throughout the village. At this point, I had a pretty big chest monster right around here, so I decided that for the first house, I wanted it to be a storage room, so it could be a safe place where I kept everything. So I got all the resources and started to build it. After building the first house, what I wanted to do was add this little frozen pond here, and I also wanted to build a little house over there. And in this house here is actually the nether portal. Even though this place is only like 500 blocks away from my base, this just makes it easier to go back and forth without wasting rockets and extra materials. The next house I made was this one. It has a little train circling around it with the tracks going into the mountains. And to get to the actual house, you have to jump over the tracks and walk inside. And in here right now, there's nothing. But in a future episode, I'm going to turn this into an automatic snow farm. But right now, I have to get this video out and that will have to wait. After making this house, I thought that the village didn't feel like a village, and there are only 3 houses. So I wanted to add character and detail to make it feel alive and welcoming. So I added a bunch of small details, like all the candy cane lamps, the snowman here, Santa's sleigh in the sky, and a little Santa statue on the top of the peak, and whatever this hanging thing is full of Christmas decorations. But as you can see, all these things just look amazing, but now watch how I build them. After adding all those decorations, we only have 3 houses left. So, let's start with the smallest one, which is here. It's a tiny gingerbread house with a broken roof for some reason, and no interior whatsoever. Bruh. So, if you guys have any ideas in general on what to add in here in this house specifically, or the entire village in general, please let me know down in the comments. I want to make this place as practical as possible so it's worth me coming here, because this place looks amazing. Anyways, let's build the house. Now, after doing that, I decided to build the biggest house in the entire village next. This enormous house is at the end of the street and it looks amazing. But I'm not even the one who designed it. These 3 houses in the village were designed and created by StellaGaming. So a huge shout out to her for making this entire video possible. She's made a ton of other cool builds and I'll leave a link to her Patreon down below in the description. But to actually make this gigantic house, I have to get so many blocks. And as I said before, I lost my footage, so I only have a time lapse of me getting 3 types of blocks, so let's do this! like 3 hours to build, but it looks so cool. When you walk up, there's a mailbox on the right hand side where you can flick the lever. And when you walk in to the left, there's a kitchen and the dining room. And in the other room down the hall, there's the Christmas tree and the fireplace. There's not really much else in this house. There's just an upstairs with like 2 bedrooms and nothing else. That's pretty much it, but this house just looks so good. Now, the last house I made was this one. It has a pretty similar block palette, so basically I just collected the same blocks but less of them. And I actually made it on this cliff thing, so there's a rocky stone path to get up to the top of the mountain. And when you go inside, there's a little kitchen, fireplace, and a Christmas tree. And up the ladder, there's just some storage, a small bedroom, and a little closet. Finally, you're all caught up. I'm now going to be doing a full tour of everything in this village with all the final details. We're going to be starting in the Santa Hat house, and the nether portal is in the very back. It's a safe spot where I can go from the nether to this village faster and saving a bunch of resources like I mentioned before. When you leave, you're greeted by this view. A giant Christmas tree and a bunch of Christmas houses. I added this dog sled thingy here for some more detail, and I think it looks really good, but the armor stands could use some more work. And here in the middle, I added a frozen pond where you can skate around. Over here is the first house I built. It has a Christmas tree, a fireplace, and some storage so I can organize my things when I made it. And when you leave, you can see the giant Christmas tree with all the presents underneath it. But when you go to the right, you can see another house with train tracks passing by. And when you go in the house, it's completely empty. But like I mentioned, I'll put an automatic snow farm here in a later episode. When you come under the Christmas tree, if you look to the left, you'll see a giant snowman, and it helps this place feel cozy and alive. And if you keep walking down the path, there's a market stall here, but there's supposed to be a villager in here, but I guess he died. Bruh. Down the path to the left is a gingerbread house, and inside there's literally nothing. Bruh. In a couple episodes from now, I'm going to upgrade my entire world, and I'll put a use to this house and village in general. And at the end of the path up here is the biggest house. When you come inside, on the left is the dining room and kitchen, and to the right is the fireplace and a Christmas tree. And upstairs there are 2 bedrooms, and this is actually one of my favorite places in the entire village, because if you sleep in this bed, once you wake up, if you look at the window, you can see the giant Christmas tree in the light, and it just looks amazing. Down here to the left is another pathway, and this leads up to the mountain cliffside house. I built a custom pathway for it out of cobblestone and stone, so it looks like it was made a long time ago, almost crumbling down. Once you reach the top, when you walk in, there's a small kitchen, and to the left there's a fireplace and a Christmas tree. Upstairs there are a couple of chests for storage, and there's a little bedroom to the right. And when you walk out and look straight up, you can see Santa's sleigh. And from up here, you can see the entire village, and it looks so cool. I can't thank you guys enough for watching this video. I know it was a bit of a weird one because I lost all the footage of me getting the blocks and stuff, but I hope I made it good. After this video, I'm going to be taking a bit of a break, but I hope you all have a great Christmas and holidays, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!